Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome. I feel like it's been so long since we've had a proper coffee with Colby. So I do hope you pile in because we are going to talk about comparing yourself. Because I'm sure we've all been guilty of that. Good morning, Lori. Hi, Nick. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Nice to see everybody. Hi, Jerry. So, good morning, Pumpkin. Nice to see you. Hello. Hi, Clary. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Ivana. Oh, hi, Linda. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Good morning. So, we are going to talk about comparing yourself, because this can kind of come up, right? Good morning, Joe. This can come up. You're going along your path. You feel like you're doing really well. You're excited about the growth that you've made. Or maybe you're dissatisfied with the growth, right? Good morning, Wayne. You're wanting more. You're ready for more. And you see other people kind of passing you by, or your perception of them passing you by. And this is really common. We can get wrapped up in looking at others and where are they and why are they moving ahead? Why are they getting all the breaks? Where are my breaks? I'm working hard. Where are my breaks? You're saying, right? Hi, Keely. So when we look at where we are, we can look at things like, hey, what am I doing? Where am I going? When you start focusing on someone else, when you start looking and comparing yourself, what's going to happen is you're going to build this level of insecurity. You're going to build this kind of inner worrisome, like you're supposed to be somewhere else, or what happened to your path, all of those things. But we have to remember, each and every one of us has our own path. Right? So when you signed up for this physical life, when you signed up for this rodeo, you also signed up for a set amount of life lessons. Those life lessons need to happen, right? They need to occur. So your life lessons are not necessarily the same as someone else's. I believe that they're very unique, each and every one of us. So you can't really compare yourself, because what's going to happen is you don't know the life lessons they signed up for. You don't know the path that they're taking. And you may be getting wrapped up in the fact that you think it's a great path. Why am I not taking it? Why am I not there? But in reality, you may not really want it. It may not really be in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing and where you want and where Spirit wants you to be. So sometimes it's really accepting where we are. And if you're feeling lazy, if you're feeling like you're supposed to be somewhere else, then you got to work for it, right? Good morning, Lee. You got to work for it. You got to say, hey, what do I need to accomplish this? But really avoid comparing yourself. Because when you compare yourself, you're going to feel less than. Or you're going to sit there and quantify where you are based on what someone else is doing. That's never really going to get us on our right path or in alignment with where we're supposed to be, right? And so looking at where you are, why, and sometimes it's tough too, because we can get into a situation where we may not feel someone is worthy of that raise or of that position, right? You're in the workforce. Thank you, Connie. Hi, Tina. You're in that workforce, right? And you've got that coworker that's really kind of cutting corners, right? They're cutting corners, yet they get the raise or they get the promotion. And it may be a little frustrating. Like, why is that possible? How do they get it? But we just have to trust the system. You have to trust the system, because it's kind of, Wayne, definitely something someone said about you too. But we have to trust the system, the way it's lined up, because maybe that person being in that position is what will reveal what they're truly about, or what will reveal the inadequacy about it. We don't know. They may do great at it, and that's that. Maybe you'll change your perspective. But It is so true, Melanie, when you compare yourself. So when we get into that habit of comparing ourselves, looking at the Joneses, so to speak, right? When we look at that, we can find ourselves feeling defeated. You thought you were doing great. You're all working with it. You're all doing it. And then you see someone else kind of jumping a few steps ahead, and you're like, what? What? But again, this is about your journey, your path, your lessons. And maybe, maybe the way you're doing it is exactly what's needed for longevity, right? Maybe you're building your legend. Maybe you're building your history. Maybe you're building that trust with people. So looking at where you are, looking at what you're doing, if you need to do more or you can do more, ask yourself, what do I need to do? What would be more in alignment? That's so key. We move ahead. We tend to move ahead and we do things. Good morning, Kathy. We tend to move ahead. We tend to do things, but you have to make sure that it's in alignment with what's going to fill your soul, what's going to make you truly happy. Because there's no sense in getting to the next step, accomplishing those goals you set for yourself, to only realize it's not what you wanted. You thought you wanted it, but you didn't. And so be true to yourself. Be real about this, When I traveled to Australia, New Zealand, it was a hustle, you guys. A ton of work. A lot of work. Readings back to back, teaching students back to back, classes, traveling. It was amazing and it was a lot of fun. And I really had to make sure that it was in alignment, and it really is. But I can absolutely see that if someone has a family and they have kids, or their health is at stake, or their homebody, right? They like the security of their own bed. This may not be the best path for them. Even though they think they may want it, when you get it and you realize what's needed, it may not be. So be clear about what you want, where you're going, what's going to make you happy, right? Because if you're putting effort in, you are going to get those results, and you have to trust that you will. But when you sit there and find yourself comparing, whether it's the looks, right? All the time. Do you know how many friends I have whose legs are longer than my whole body? I could compare, but there's really no sense in it, right? My legs aren't going to get any longer. I have to find a way to accept myself from where I am. Linda, do I ever get sick from so many readings? No, not at all. I think, honestly, I have, I feel like because I waited so long to listen to my soul's purpose, I'm absolutely passionate about it. And each and every reading is different. And so, no, I never do. I really love them. I make sure I only allow so many so that each person gets the integrity of that message. But hi, Bonnie. So looking at yourself, are you comparing? And what are you comparing? Are you comparing where someone is in their job? Are you comparing where someone is living? Are you comparing the material things someone has? When you compare yourself to someone else's material things, you don't know what's going on. Do they have credit card debt? What is their cash flow like? You're looking at them thinking, wow, they have all this, they're doing all that. Well, they may be in crazy credit card debt. You don't know, right? Or they may be so unhappy that they're trying to fill themselves with material things to make them happy. So you can't worry about, does someone have more things than you? Does someone have a better job than you? Is someone further along in the career than you? Is someone have longer legs than you? Be accepting of who you are. Be accepting of where you are. And if you want to do something, push yourself. Ask yourself, where can I push myself? How can I do it? And how can I ensure that it's truly for my higher good, my higher self, for the highest good of all? And ask yourself that. then allow Spirit to do its thing. Because the other thing you could be doing, see, sometimes Spirit guides us, right? They're leaning us in a direction, but you may not want it. You may be resistant to it. And so you're saying, no, no, no. Your ego is getting in the way of that, okay? So if your ego gets in the way of that, you're actually going to slow the progress. So moving the ego aside is essential to truly living your happiest life. It really is, because we can so get in our own way when we allow that ego to overrun our higher self, right? So there you go. That is your coffee with Colby for today. Stop comparing yourself, you guys. You don't need to. You're exactly where you're supposed to be and exactly in the timeline where you're meant to be. So enjoy it, marinate in it. Figure out what you can do if you want to have a little bit of a change. If there's something, if you're settling in something, a relationship or a job, or you want to feel better about your health, and get out and do something about it. But do it for you. Do it because of you. Not because of somebody else, not because of a post you've seen, not because of an image you've seen. Do it for you, okay? All right, everybody. I'm so glad we got together. I promise we're going to be on track with our Tuesdays at 10 a.m. It's been wonderful. Feel free to share this. If you know someone who could use a little lift me up today, just share it. All right, everybody. Remember to shine your light and shine it bright. Catch me Thursday night on Colby Rebel Live. I am going to do a date night. Hang in there. Thank you, Pumpkin. Thank you, Clary. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Kathy. Lots of love, everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye.